My friend Daisy over at The Organic Prepper wrote a really good article summing up who's controlling reality in America. And most people still don't realize this, that while you think you're getting your news from varied sources,
Well, if you filled up your gas tank lately, then you don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on.
you're actually getting your news from just 6 companies that control 90% of the media that everyone consumes, be that on TV or through newspapers or online. And more people are getting their news online. And you guys know about the fake news thing that they've tried to do, where they brand especially independent bloggers as fake news and they attack them. Well, now Facebook, which has over 1 billion people, and that's how a lot of independent media shares its articles and videos, is through social media sites like Facebook. They're now introducing this new fact checker, and they've upgraded it now, and it started sending out these warnings to people. This is posted on John Oran's Twitter. He's a reporter for Sports Business Journal, and he claims that when he tried to share some article about Irish slavery and St. Patrick's Day, I don't know, that he got this window that popped up in his Facebook disputed by multiple independent fact checkers. Before you share this content, you might want to know that the fact-checking sites Snopes.com and Associated Press disputed its accuracy. Because as we all know, Snopes is the bastion of accuracy and truth, and they're definitely totally independent. It's just some lady and her husband and their cat. I mean, we all know that, right? We've actually personally been attacked by Snopes. They've said that things that we reported having to do with all the mass shootings under Obama were inaccurate, even though we provided all of our data in a table that people could download and where we got that data from. So their whole job is to fact check specific things and try to discredit anything that basically goes against their narrative that they're supporting. And if you want to know more about your fact checkers, you can go over here to the Daily Mail and read this lovely article all about how Snopes, the fact checkers at Snopes, there are going through their own divorce, and they can't even get straight the facts, quote unquote, of their own divorce between the two of them. But they're going to tell everyone else on the internet what's true and what's a fact. They're going to fact check. They can't even fact check their own marriage, okay? And if you read this article, it's like a bad soap opera. She claims that he embezzled $100,000 out of company money and spent it on himself and prostitutes. Okay, that's the claims. And some of it he was ordered by a judge to pay back. So obviously there's some truth to what she's saying. But as we all know with these kinds of things, there's his truth, her truth, and whatever the real truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But these people can't even get their own story straight amongst themselves. They're going to tell everybody else what's true or not on the web. They're going to be the arbiters of truth. And they even go down here and point out that one of their key fact checkers is this lady. When she's not busy telling you what's real or not real on the internet, she's reading Harry Potter porn. Okay? That's what's up. I mean, I'm just saying, when you're spending all your time reading a bunch of fan fiction about a bunch of teenage wizards at a magical school getting it on, please tell me more about how you know all about the truth and what's real and what's not, okay? And Daily Caller already did a whole expose breaking down how almost every person that Snopes has in their employment for fact-checking is an open, avowed leftist liberal. Almost every single one of them, if not all of them. Okay, so is their view of what information is or isn't true going to be slanted? Come on, okay? People should just be allowed to use their own critical thinking skills to decide what it is they do or do not want to read. Because we should be treated like adults who have that ability. But they're not. They're trying to treat everyone like you're 5, and they're going to tell you what you can and can't read online, what you can and can't see. And really what this is about is controlling the information. And they're going to say whatever that is bad info. And they'll use some really blatantly obvious example as a way to do this that is bad info. But then they'll go ahead and quietly group in all the independent media that is not on the agenda that they want or doesn't support the official narrative that they want to support, because they're using all of these technologies to rewrite not just history, but the present as we're going along.
We have the most powerful information system that we've ever created.
Used to be victors wrote history, right? Well, now they're just doing it in real time. So that's what this is, and that's what's going to happen. That's how it's going to be. They'll just say that whatever you're trying to share is bad info. Is it really bad info, or is it just something they don't want people to see?